Hi guys, I'm just about to do a refresh, so my hair doesn't need to be washed because as I've been saying, I really don't have to shampoo it as frequently anymore, which is definitely a win. But my hair always after even 2 days needs more moisture. So I'm gonna take it out and do a refresh and I'll show you guys what I'm using. This is the before, so it's been in a bun and it's looking really crazy, and like I said, it's super dry. And just to clarify, when I say wash, I mean using a shampoo. So I always either use a low poo, or if I'm gonna hop in the shower and I don't need to wash my hair like I'm doing today, I'm just gonna do a wash with conditioner. So I still get washed, but I don't use any shampoo. So in my last curly post, I was talking about the products that I use and I had a ton of questions on it. So I'm going to break it down for you guys. I'm using the L.U.S products, which is Canadian, woo! And this is step 1. So this is the shampoo. It is a low poo, which means it doesn't have all those things that make it really sudsy and really bubbly, which is great because it's not drying out your hair as much, which I definitely need for my dry hair. It's not going to be the best product to use if you haven't done a cleansing wash yet. So if you're someone who uses a lot of products, which if you have curly hair, you probably do, you need to do something with either an apple cider vinegar or something to take all those products out before you switch to a low poo, or else you're going to find that the first couple times you use it, it's kind of like gummy or feels like there's stuff in your hair. So that's just a pro tip. But yeah, I really love it. It's probably my favorite shampoo that I've used so far. Number 2 is their conditioner. This is a really light conditioner, so if you're someone who likes to do your detangling in the shower, this isn't as slippery as some of the conditioners, which is maybe why some people don't like it. But I do my detangling once I'm out of the shower because that step 3 all-in-one product is so good for conditioning. So you may or may not really like this one, but I think if you're using all 3 steps, it's definitely worth to give it a try. You do get a little bit of a discount when you buy all 3. I'm calling this step 2B because it isn't your step 3, and I don't do it every wash. I do this about once every 3 weeks. As I showed you guys before, my hair was super dry. So the reason that my hair is in this super weird and very attractive bun is because I'm doing a deep condition right now. So after I've done wash, I didn't bother brushing everything out. I just washed out my conditioner and put in their deep conditioning treatment. I love this deep conditioner. There's no need to heat or put a shower cap on or use hot oil, so it's very convenient if I have 10 minutes in my day where I can just wash it out. And you do get a pretty good amount for how much it costs. So I am really happy with this product. And like I said, when my hair is really dry or even just every couple of weeks, I will use this. Another quick side note on this, you definitely don't have to use the L.U.S deep conditioner. There's a ton of really great ones out there and tons that probably even come in a little bit cheaper, but you do need to be, in my opinion, you do need to be doing some deep conditioner because you have curly hair, it's probably really dry. Before I wash out my conditioner, my daughter really wants to say hi and show you her beautiful Ariel dress. Again. Okay, I just rinsed out all of my conditioner with cold water, and as you can see, it is very tangly. So I don't ever brush my hair without some type of conditioner in it, which luckily the step 3 of the L.U.S products does have. I do I do brush it out when it's wet. I don't ever brush it out when it's dry, just because I find when I do, I get a whole bunch of little tiny broken hairs everywhere. So basically, you know, that my hair is just snapping off when I do that. There are 2 options for the 3rd step in the L.U.S products. There is the wavy or the curly. So I ended up starting with the wavy and then trying the curly to see if I liked it any better because my hair is kind of in between both, and I did end up choosing the curly as my favorite just because it has, I find, just that much more hold and that much more definition. So I guess if you're someone who likes a looser curl, go with the wavy, and if you want a little bit more corkscrew definition, go with the curly. I start with about 1/4 size per section, and I usually divide my hair up into 4 sections. So I just smooth it in. Again, I'm not brushing through my curls because I really don't want to wreck them, or rather wreck my hair. But yeah, I'm just putting the product in, and then I'm going to use my brush to distribute it and also to brush out all these tangles. For a comparison, this would be using it with the product in And if I tried to use it without it, it would just get, ooh, you can hear the snapping. Okay, so I just brushed all the product into my hair. I do use a really wide toothbrush because I have lots of hair, but it is fine. It tangles up really easily, so I can't just use my fingers to detangle it. But after it's all combed through, I do kind of use my fingers to break up them into like big chunks. I always scrunch upside down because I just feel like that's the only way to do it. After it's all scrunched and styled, I do use this really inexpensive mousse over top, like I said, just to give it a little bit more hold. I know some people who use the Diva Curl gels over top. I don't love them. They don't work very well for me, but they actually work really well for my daughter Iona's hair. So I don't know if it's just having different types of curls, but all I'm gonna do, since I don't want to wreck my lovely curls, is just kind of put it in there. I try not to put too much on the ends or else they get extra crispy, which for those of you who have curly hair know what I'm talking about. And then I just scrunch it in, and it's already giving it a little bit more hold than this side. If it gets too dry during this point, if you're someone who doesn't have the same porosity as me, you might want to squish a little with a spray bottle, a little extra water in there, just to make sure that it's not drying as you're playing with it, because that's what makes it super frizzy. These are my two options for drying, depending on how lazy I am. I'm either gonna plug this guy in, and I literally just will kind of skim it over top of my hair. Sometimes I'll do it upside down so I get lots of lift in my roots, but I don't ever do that thing where I scrunch up. I don't know, it just doesn't work for me. It makes my curls really weird and really frizzy. Or I will just plop it in a t-shirt. We call it plop. That sounds really weird, but it's what it's called. So I just kind of wrap it up in a turban and let it dry a little bit, just so that it's not actually like dripping, soaking wet. Or if I'm super lazy and it's the summer, I will just legitimately go out with soaking wet hair, because I'm a mom of 3 and I work full time, and that's what you gotta do sometimes. Okay, so I'm just scrunching out some of the crunch. I probably shouldn't be touching it because it is still wet underneath, but I'm feeling very impatient and I wanted to show you guys the results from this wash day. I do definitely have mixed texture, so there'll be littler curls underneath and kind of around my face, but I am learning to just be okay with it because perfectly uniform curls aren't actually real life. Don't let anyone tell you different. So if you have any questions, you guys can ask me again. And if you want links to some of the products that I'm using, I'm happy to do that too. Thanks, guys. So I'm just scrunching out the crunch right now, which I probably shouldn't be doing because my hair is still a little bit wet and you're not supposed to touch it till it's totally dry. But I'm feeling really impatient, so I just thought I would go ahead and show you guys the results from this wash day. As you can see underneath, I have smaller curls and kind of tighter curls around my face because I do have mixed texture. And really, most people do not have uniform curls because it's not real life. So don't let anyone tell you different. And if you have any questions or any other questions about this process, just send me a comment and hopefully I can help you guys out. Thanks. Have a great day.